Hello, are you here? Girl, I adore you. She's a lady. Without your love, without your love, my lady. Y'all please share. Y'all please share. Anybody like, oh, y'all just share. Y'all please share. Anybody like, oh, please share. Y'all please share. Y'all please call people. Oh, I bet you. Very important. Please, I bet you. Y'all please share. How can I live without your love, my lady? Oh, y'all please share. Please, please share. I'm just gonna tag more options. Love you, baby. How can I live without your love, my lady? My susu. I love you, baby. Let me see what I'm doing here. I just want to see if I could tag. Let me just discard it. Y'all, please, please, please help me share. Tubby, Tia, where you at? Oh God, Tubby, Tia, where you at? So let's inspiration. Y'all please share. Let's serious topic. Y'all try like for people to come here and do stupidness and then y'all will be okay with it. And unfortunately, some of us have decided not to do foolish topic. You know, like we've never been foolish, so we're not gonna be foolish in our old age. Like when people, oh God, I'm trying to see all of y'all that God grace, where is she? I can't be doing two things at the same time, so I'm gonna stop the sharing. If y'all can share, y'all please share. If y'all can share, y'all please share. Delby, where are you? You just called me. You said you're gonna be on. Where are you, Delby? You say you're gonna be on. What I'm about to say, I'm not gonna be talking to my one. I'm not gonna be talking to my one. So y'all please come. Anyway, for some of y'all that will share it later, or listen to it later, that would be nice. But y'all don't like serious topic. Y'all like for us to come and do stupidness. That way y'all like for us to come. If I'm talking bullshit, talking about somebody sleeping with somebody and somebody husband left, and y'all will be here. And every day we like bring people. I'm really pissed. Let me be frank with y'all. I'm really pissed. Every day I got people that call me personally, right? We sit. I will go for hours and we'll discuss the things with this as citizens, because that is our duty as citizens. We'll discuss these Liberian issues, will talk. I have tried to make people interested in what is going on, because the fact is, if you don't know what is going on, you won't fix what is going on. It's not about supporting a political party. It's not about, oh, you love the other party, oh, you for the other. No, you have to know what is Liberia, what government Liberia has. How does the government run? What part you got to play inside? What part the government got to play with you? But these things don't interest you people at all. And y'all say y'all want us to fix the country. And y'all say y'all want us to. I'm really, really pissed. We got historic channels. Y'all don't go there. Y'all don't share. And some of y'all are my very good friends. Y'all call me and beg me for money. For years, y'all been begging me for money. For years. You will stop begging because Liberia cannot be fixed. That's why you're a beggar. Y'all say I talked to y'all today. I agree. You have turned to a beggar. And you're not calling me. You're calling somebody. And you're not calling somebody. Because we have turned to beggars. We don't want to know about the country. We ignorant. We foolish. We talk about foolishness. And you want to fix country? Bullshit. I'm sorry. Oh, please. Bullshit. You won't fix country. You don't even know your country. You won't fix it. You don't even know how it runs. You won't fix it. It's funny, isn't it? It's funny. It's funny. First of all, if you meet a girl or you meet a boy, you want to know about the person. It will make you to even love the person more. It will make you want to be with the person. If you love somebody, you get interested in the person's life. And that is how a land is. A land is your foundation. Your land is your mother. You don't know nothing about your land. The only thing you know about your land, they crank what they give up, they come up to the one, they pay people stupid, they pass up people like cookie. None of mediocre stupid things we know about our country, and we say we love Liberia. They're not interested in nothing important. Y'all see that people place? I downloaded some curriculums from American schools, American private schools, Australian private schools and stuff. I downloaded them to see their civics curriculums. They teach them how to be a good citizen. They talk about it at a very early age. They talk about these things. Yeah, much love to all Africa. Yeah, hi there. The Afro-Latin Association, hi there. Do you know what is wrong with us? We're not interested. Look, let me tell you. If you want people to take you seriously, number one, the international community already thinks that we're not fit to rule ourselves. That we don't know how to do anything. They already feels that. That's why at your office, you will always be acting like the white men know better, even if you're more educated than the white man. But you are put into that place that you think the white man knows better than you, so you already are subservient. You know? And when it comes to characters and attributes and intelligence of a human, it has no race, it has no color, it has no tribe. Just as the white men running their country, I believe we Liberians can do it for our country. But you cannot do it if you don't know how. Look, I'm so pissed that I can tears in my eyes. You call Liberian people, you let them talk all kind of thing. You can be talking, you can be talking, you can be talking all kind of thing. What are you talking about all kind of thing? You're saying I'm justice. You're fighting for them while you're advocate. You're justice. Oh, they rape you. Oh, they rape you. How they will not rape? No, you don't know nothing. The few people that know and I want to teach you. No, the topic too boring for y'all. But if they like your sister today, that your cousin, your auntie friend, they will rape tomorrow, and will continue. We will continue. The only thing we know about Liberia is the hate part of it. We show I'm a brief from the 9th century war where the white people fought. They kill each other till the mouth was soaked with their blood. They're not talking about it today. They're talking about their progressiveness. That's what they're talking about. My mother taught me one thing, and my father too. When I meet you, hello, what's your name? Oh, my name is Mary. I'm a Liberian. It's enough for me. I don't have to know what part of Liberia you're coming from. It's not my business. The fact that you are Liberian, the fact that you are Liberian is enough for me. Because that is where I'm related to you. That is the place where we meet. That is the place we meet, Liberians. You're all on the campaign trail. When another person running campaign on their national, oh, you run there because you will be known that you're supporting people. No political leader will face shit for us. No political leader will face shit for us. You got to be prepared to work. You got to be prepared to put in the time. In putting the time, you got to know what Liberia is. You got to understand, you got to romance Liberia. You got to know what Liberia is. You don't know hell about Liberia, you want to fix Liberia. One thing you know, they rape the cat on the road. They rape the pot on the road. And the only thing you know, you got to know that all. You talk about the other political leader, they get vexed. Plenty people don't come on my show because, sorry, I'm very, very sorry. Plenty people don't come on my show because I'm not promoting any political leader. I agree. Stay on your side. You will be disappointed again. You will vote. They will come. You will be disappointed again. Until we wake up to know that we have to fix it. To know that we are at fault. If you want somebody to be kind to you, you have to be kind to yourself. If you want somebody to take you seriously, you have to take yourself seriously. They tell you for that take over, they not say you ain't know the law. They tell you say they don't know that you ain't know your rights. They tell you say they don't know that you ain't know that if you don't do your responsibilities and your duties as citizens, that you cannot get your rights. They tell you they don't know. They know. That's what they're doing it to you. Get interested. Nobody said you don't go to school. Get interested. Get to know about Liberia. Go on different shows that are talking about Liberia. Don't go there with a fixed mind. Oh, I go in there because I'm Pele girl. I go in there because I'm Mano girl. I go in there because I'm Matinko girl. You stop this going there because you want. If they're not talking good about your tribe history, you there. History. We were good. We were bad. We were the villains. We were the heroes. Accept what part your forefathers play in it and move forward. And all your forefathers never acted bad. All your forefathers never acted good. That is what we're made of. We're humans. That is who we are. We are dirty and we are clean. This body of ours is a magnificent mission that we're not even using 5% of. This brain, we're not even using it. You see people like Hitler, and when I say Hitler was a great man, people get vexed. I did not say he was a good man. I said he was a great man. But they don't understand there's difference between good and greatness. He could be great and be bad. He could be great and be good. He could be great and be bad. And he was a great bad man. You have it in you. It's not about you're intimidated. You think they know more than you. So when they talk something, you just say yes because you are not interested in going further to know Liberia. But somebody can tell you, the Congo people, when I said the Congo people to school, what do you think is wrong with it? What the facts, what the documents know, and not that point, Jack, build up the hate, but yet they say, you love the Congo people? So Congo people, because no thing Congo people in our country, everybody will see now. God on our miss. You love it to them? You sleeping with them? You their friend, eh? You're drinking beer, but no, the Congo people did something. What they did? Every nation have wronged each other somewhere or another. But you check out their anger with all facts. If you listen to the story, you will get to love your country. You're not going to love your tribe. Some of you just love your tribe. That's all you love, the tribe. You love your tribe. Beside your tribe, there's no Liberia. Beside Grand Chile, there's no Liberia. Beside Broncate, there's no Liberia. Beside Nima Kante, there's no Liberia. Beside Cape Man, there's no Liberia. I'm sorry to disappoint you today. Liberia is the whole country first. Nobody will love themselves and treat their people the way we treat our people. We don't love ourselves. Nobody will fool you. They say I can run campaign. They say I not get call from political candidates. I got calls. But I know my worth. I know my worth. I'm not a stupid citizen of Liberia. Now just jump behind somebody, go up on my how you call it? Go up on my foot behind you. That will never happen. My father will turn in his grave if I do that. What the political leader have to offer you that you're killing yourself around the place? How many times you're a fellow political leader and nothing happened? When people talk about your leaders are in the seat, who do you get first and start cussing them? Then people go to UN General Assembly. First of all, if nobody knows surveillance, you know the white people. You know the white people. They know surveillance. They know how to watch you. You go to General Assembly. The wife of the president is playing Candy Crush on her phone. That is so mediocre. That is so mediocre. That is so mediocre. It's so mediocre that it's cringy. World leaders in that place giving speeches. You went to network. You sitting there. You president wife. You playing Candy Crush. I don't blame Claire. Claire, I'm sorry. I'm not blaming you. Because you make us foolish. So you take us foolish. They're not you, Claire. They're us. They are the representation of Liberia. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's get serious. They are the representation of Liberia. There's a way you carry yourself. There's a way you carry yourself for people to respect you. There's a way you go about things to have substance. Some people don't have $1 in their pocket. When they enter in a place, you must look. You must respect. Because there's a way to carry themselves. You talk of General Assembly and playing Candy Crush and seditions. Y'all will come and say something. Sedition, it's time for you to tell her. And get angry. You are representing us. What you doing playing Candy Crush in General Assembly? Tell you what we say you there for to play Candy Crush? Those are little things. It looks little to you people. But in the way men are in the Western world, it looks stupid. It looks like we're savages, as they call us. That's why when you talk to some white people, where were you educated? I said, I went to school in Liberia. Are you sure you're educated in Liberia? Because I don't think that. Because of those kind of things. You sit down on dining table with somebody, they want to tell you what fork to eat what you with. Because of that kind of attitude. So they'll just bring stupid conversation to you. They don't bring serious conversation to you. Because somewhere in their mind, it is placed there because that we are mediocre. So they treat us with mediocrity. They treat us with mediocrity. Every day, our government officials are playing. You got it right. That you there, you do what you gotta do. You play. No problem. By your time. But at least at the General Assembly, that's a place to network, man. That's a place to network. Now see this shit you're going to look for. You know, other people who are doing that thing. You can only set example of bad things. They tell your president up here for, our president up here for, in the water. Y'all went to look for all the world leader and they all open their for you water. Stupidness. They put them where you put their place. I can compare them with like probably put begging for food, for crumbs from the table. When we got huge mineral resources, we're begging them. They took the food from us and put it on their table. Then we're begging them for the crumbs from under the table from our own food. And you don't see anything wrong with that. You don't get angry. I can get angry. I live in a house of 2 white men. I know what I can tell them. And they know. You look at my Facebook, I got a lot of white friends. But I'm not one of those blacks that they will tell nonsense to because they know I know. I don't know everything, but I know my worth as a human being. And I know what I deserve. So I'm not going to run behind no damn politician. Because I'm not for Kwamis. All the people for Kwamis, they don't come my life. All the people for Kwamis that run away from me. You're follow Kwamis. And he gave me, let me check here one example. A librarian sleep with you. They get to nothing for you. They got to sleep with you before they do something for you. There's a time I asked my ex, like, I said, if I'm going to be sitting in West Point, I said, you're going to come and pick me up from near the orange or the peanut that I was selling. You're going to come and pick me up from there. I said, you're never going to do it. I said, don't act like you love me yet. I said, love is when you see somebody to nothing. I said, that you see me with everything. Then you can jump, I love you. Yeah, go. That's the way we treat like bread. If they don't be president, then they ain't able to do nothing good for us. They gotta be president before they be able to do something for us. If they're not president, they can't do nothing for us. You love like bread so much. You didn't win the past election. George Oponwia got in the seat. What help have you been giving this man? You know, and I know, that he's not competent. If you love a country, I'm talking to all you oppositions out there. All you so-called oppositions. And you know, this man don't know that if you know somebody can take in their child, you will get there, you just leave off because they give me custody for the child, I will just dash the child on the person that you will do it. That way and then, that's like bro like that. Instead of progressing, we regressing every day. Well, all the complaints are couple like, bro, you are solving the problem, you're bro cool. That's solving the problem, you're bro war. Solving the problem, you're not tired yet. You ain't tired yet. You got families not talking to each other. Because one for CDC, one for the other one. For me, one neutral power, they didn't even see me. And I will remain neutral. Because the first question I got for any political leader is, what do you have to offer Liberia? Now money, our administration they play before, administration I play before. One person cannot give us what we want until we know that you and me can work. You and me can go back to the Constitution. You sat down there, Josh. We are government playing with the Constitution. The Constitution is the law that upholds the country. It's the law that the country is a foundation that the country is standing on. You set it down, he play with it, nobody talking nothing. For that, over, they want to go to school, but for children, they want to educate them. Everybody must shut up. You went to school for some novice footballer to tell you what to do? You don't know and why you can help him to do it. If your brother don't know the job and the house gotta stay on the job, you will let the house fall down on your mom? You will let the house fall down on your mom? We all know the man don't know the job. So I'm not angry at Josh. I'm not angry at seditions that running behind him. No, I am angry at seditions. Most seditions, by the way. Go and get to know what is Liberia. Find out what your part you have to play as a Liberian. We all have a part to play. You put civics education in the schools. Let everybody know their part that they have to play. You gotta pay your taxes. Oh, the people here roll. Oh, no roll. Oh, no this. Pay your taxes. And those are you not collecting the revenue. You don't eat the tax money. You put it back to build roads, to do schools, to do hospitals. You're running away. People doing that thing. You can do it. Generally, when the white people can do it. But when you're going in your own country, you can't do it. You're passing around with no you have to be teased. That's what to be. Your wives know your thieves. Your girlfriends know you are thieves. And they think about it, your girlfriends and wives are accepting the fact that you are stealing from them and their generations to come. But they're okay with it because they got few car and few coaches, so it is okay. It is okay. Very, very okay. Y'all don't take nothing serious. Y'all don't take nothing serious. Y'all think like, bro, that face by yourself? Like, bro, not fixing by yourself. Not today, not tomorrow. Like, bro, it's not fixing by yourself. Not today, not tomorrow. Except you get interested when you love somebody. You treat them like a baby. Cleanliness. Clean the environment. You gotta care for the soil. You gotta care for the soil. You gotta care for the stability of the country, even if you hate just upon we are. Stop uprising people against the government. There are other ways you can do things. Other countries have changed regime without problems. Without people going on the street and fighting. Without people lying. You're lying to come in and sit there. What do you do when you come? ANC, we know people when you're paying to say lies about people. What is that? What you hitting below the belt for? And you think that's what we face Liberia? You cannot contaminate good and expect a better result. No. It don't work that way. Ooh, I'm sorry. You cannot contaminate good. You cannot. Yeah, how are you doing here? Actually, looking at it. Oh, I'm not dating here. Let me see you if I can. You yeah? You're sitting down in the cold. Wait. Ooh, I can. Yeah, I think that yeah. Oh, the thing is I wasn't looking at the call, please come on. If I do that, I copy it and I send it. Oh Lord, what have I done? Okay, I'm trying to get the WhatsApp so I can send it to y'all. Oh, just hold on 1 minute, y'all. Yeah, man. Oh Jesus. Ooh, okay, there it is. Carl, I'm trying to send you something. Yeah, how you doing? Ooh. I just saw the message. I put the WhatsApp on this one. I can faster send it to your messenger. I send it to your messenger. I can faster send it there. Yeah. Salia to play all of come. Let's talk it here. I see if I okay, WhatsApp open. WhatsApp open. Okay. Alright. Okay, I send it to y'all. Y'all come. What is wrong with us? Hi, Tanzania Diva. How you doing? Mommy, how you doing, brother? What is wrong with us? Y'all want face problem. Y'all everything. Don't let put in there like bro. Don't let put it. Y'all call it what? Oh man, you can give me $200 there. Oh man, you can send me this one. Welcome, yeah, my sister.
Yeah, AMA. You hype up the deal.
No, I too fast, man.
Yeah. So no, you're making some valid points, and I just wanted to, kind of help you to deliver your message with some kindness. With some kindness. We gotta try to it's difficult sometimes when we try to express the pain and the hurt we have and the frustration we have with one another, because we have not all arrived at the same place at the same time. Yeah. It's very frustrating. It's like you see somebody about to walk off a cliff and your first reaction is to shout, "Hey, you're about to
Yeah.
walk off the cliff!" But then you might startle them and they fall off the cliff.
Yeah.
Somebody's sitting on the edge of the cliff, and then we gotta approach them with caution.
It's true.
The thing we're trying to stop them from doing, if we approach it, sometimes, I mean, I understand your anger. Every one of us is very, very frustrating. But I want to talk about a Claria issue, my sister.
Please do.
So, I mean, I thought it was funny. I mocked,
Listen.
I mocked the situation. I didn't think, for me, and I could be wrong, I didn't think it was that serious. I just thought it was funny, like humorous. Okay, she's really not a diplomat. She is a first lady and does not really have diplomatic training or etiquette, and probably doesn't really have any interest in world politics. Let's be honest. It's probably not something, if she was not married to, she didn't marry a politician, she married an athlete. Women who marry athletes are typically not women who are interested in global affairs,
It's
right?
just 1 minute, but when you're married to the person now, there's a role you play. You're first lady. Yeah. Go ahead, sis.
You can play role, but don't mean you interested in the situation. So in her mind, she's sitting in on a a chair, and she's thinking that her conduct is private because she does not realize that there's a camera above her head. That's why it was funny for me, because it's funny because it was just one of those chance events where the camera's hovering over their heads and happens to catch the screen of her cell phone. I mean, it could have been that she was on the cell phone looking up, UN policy, or trying to see, oh, this man said this thing, let me go research it on my phone or my device. But unfortunately for her, it hovered over her head and caught her doing Candy Crush, because foreign affairs, global events are extremely boring to someone who is not interested, right? And most of our people, not just because, so for me, it was silly. It was really, unfortunate that it was caught on camera, but I didn't
Very
think it was
unfortunate.
it was it was to the extent. So let me tell you why I kind of am not taking it as serious. What I am taking serious offense to, when I went under the original post from whatever it was called, some Arab news blogger. I went under his post to see what the commentary was. Every single comment from Liberians. What I started to read was not good. What I read from Liberian people was more embarrassing than Clara being caught playing Candy Crush.
Imagine that.
What I read from Liberian people was, the woman not even Liberian, she's a Jamaican. You
Oh
know?
Lord.
And somebody else said, uh, she's not no Liberian diplomat, that the president go take Jamaican woman. And I said, really? I mean, the comments were so vile. And I started thinking to myself, I said, but this is inappropriate.
Very.
I grew up in a way that when you get your problem in your house with your brothers and sisters, when y'all step outside, anybody try your brother, you beat him. Anybody try your
Yeah.
sister, y'all gang her, y'all beat him. Y'all go back in the
Yeah.
house, y'all go
Yeah.
beat one another all day. And then, but we going outside, we want to put all our dirty
Oh,
laundry in the street,
exactly. That
because we say
already.
we say we shame. So it's one thing on our Liberian platforms talking our Liberian thing. It's another thing to go under an Arab platform and be going back and forth. And then to,
We go
to,
back and
to
forth like that.
disavow our first lady because she was born in Jamaica. I thought that was so disturbing.
That is.
And to me, it's far worse than her even playing the
This.
Candy Crush. Now
Yeah.
then, I take the Candy
Yeah.
Crush
Yeah.
thing and now blow, like that is
The
now
different thing
looking
now.
petty. Yeah, that's now looking very petty to me. And now the reaction of otherwise intelligent Liberian people has become vile. The other thing, my sister, I then continue to read. You know how they got a little translator when people write in Arabic, you can click and it would tell you what they're saying in English, at least loosely translated to English. All the comments from the Arabs who were under the blog post were very positive or sarcastic. They were saying things like, oh, the people aren't saying anything of substance. They're all lying anyway, and
That is
mundane,
how we are
repeated
perceived.
speeches. No, no sincerity in these speeches. She has every right. She should be playing Candy Crush. In fact, I mean, you just read all the Arab people are just bashing the UN. You know why? Because their minds are at a higher place.
Yeah.
Their minds are at a higher
Ignorance.
place. They know the Arab people who are under that post, they understand something that we generally do not,
Do
which is
not.
that we to me, this is just my opinion. To me, we were pandering to what the other people think about us, and not us thinking about what we think about the people that we're trying to impress. While I
Yeah.
agree it was unprofessional, while I agree, I wouldn't,
That's my point.
yeah, I wouldn't go there and be playing Candy Crush because
No, you
I
wouldn't. You
eat it.
wouldn't.
Listen, let me tell you, I eat this stuff up. I was gonna be there all up in the speeches looking for ways that I could counter stuff they would say. I was gonna be, but that's me. You
Yeah.
understand? Claire has not shown any interest in this stuff. She shouldn't have been there. At the end of the
Yeah.
day,
Exactly.
y'all go find the seditions that eat this stuff up. They plenty, I'm sure. I'm sure it's not just,
Of
I'm not the
course.
only
There will
Liberian
be.
person who's interested in,
In
global
world politics.
affairs and world politics and government and all this kind of. They plenty. Liberian people love politics. Why
Of
wouldn't you
course.
find the people among your ranks at the Foreign Affairs Ministry and all these young and old people that are really sincerely interested and
Interested in
bring
it.
them to the table so they won't have to play Candy Crush because they're bored. In fact, they'll sit there and listen and they'll be able to brief you, Mr.
It,
President,
yeah.
this thing that this person said, these are my thoughts. And even we didn't want to hear, he will be forced to hear it because he's surrounded by people that will translate everything
That will translate
that's
everything
being
to him.
said on his level for him to grasp it. But he brought his friend in,
This.
and his friend in Jalahim. He
Yeah.
brought his
This is
wife.
my whole point. The
Yeah. So
presentation. The
yeah, yeah,
presentation.
but
If
my
they don't know
sister
it, let
with
them
all
find people to groom them. If you
my
can't even find somebody to groom her.
that our house matter. You understand? That's our house
Yeah.
matter. You know that
Yeah,
one
babe.
we talk it. You know that one we talk it in
Yeah.
our living
We're
room. We
talking
talk it on
English.
our kitchen table. We like it. We slap one another. We get out of the house. We under the Arab people post. You put
Oh no,
yourself
no, no! That Arab people
together.
post for that different thing, like that
Yeah.
craziness.
You go under the
You go
people
naked
post.
yourself to the Arab
You
people
go under
place.
the people post. That's our beautiful first lady. You
Of
go under the
course, of
people post.
course.
What kind of nonsense the young people are talking so much anyway that we will be sitting there all in attention? What are or just say nothing at all. If you force to
Yeah,
go there
just
and
shut up.
comment, if you force to go there, you force to comment. You're not that not the environment. That's not the platform to drag yourself. Say you're dragging your first lady.
But Cecil, this is like real problem right there. We don't like ourselves. That's what I was trying to say. What we
Mm-hmm.
would do is disgrace ourselves. We'll be the first to disgrace ourselves in front of people. First to show your friend
Yeah.
nakedness. And that's
Yeah.
what we're doing with Liberia. The whole thing, this is exactly what we're
Mm-hmm.
doing. We don't know anything about Liberia, but we're
Yeah.
quick to tell you how the crowd people kill it, guilt by the guilt pocket. As soon as we remind ourselves of our dirty deeds, if I want to introducing themselves to foreigners, that's how they introduce themselves. Oh, our country was the country with the black apartheid. That they want to introduce that. Imagine you sitting with and I used to look at I used to be having some friends that we used to go looking and they're like, what you talking? I said, is that all you know of Liberia? Because
But
the first
but
thing
here's the
you
thing.
all I tell the people, you oh God,
Yeah,
God,
it's
God,
frustrating. But guess what?
it's frustrating.
All of us grew up with that education. Did we not?
We did, but we took our time to learn the real one.
Mm-hmm.
We all
And
should.
and the thing is, I mean, for me, I mean, everybody's not going to be able to overcome. I mean, you're talking about a whole lifetime of
I know, right?
intentional propaganda against ourselves. Everybody's being raised in like raw to hate like raw. But for
Oh yeah.
some miraculous reason, on Flag Day, on Independence Day, we'll still wave our flag. You understand?
Chris told
So
me that
all is
that
not
day. Chris
lost.
told me that city one day.
Yeah, all is not lost. All is not lost. Yeah, there's
No,
still
all is
hope.
not lost. I
All is
trust.
not lost. And at the end of the day, when the truth comes out, when people start to hear truth, they know you can feel it deep down inside. Listen, my sister, there's always resistance to change, and to the biggest resistance, the biggest change is always the change in your mind. So that's what the biggest resistance would be. And unfortunately, Mohammed Saleh Dukley had to go to he had to go to he's working, that daytime in Australia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He had to, but he said something to me before you sent the link. He wanted to come on too, but he had to go. What, and I hope, Mohammed, I hope I'm not misquoting your message, but Mohammed said that um we kind of were talking about, like, if you are trying to give someone information, there's two ways you can do it. But if you do it with anger, if you do it with vexation, the person's guards go up, and the first thing they want to do is protect
Yeah.
themselves.
They'll find a reason to antagonize you quick. Yeah, and they won't get the
It
information.
ain't even that they're trying to antagonize you; they'll just try to protect themselves from whatever you're saying, because they'll feel attacked. And if you want to get a message across, you have to appeal to their intellect. And his message was, you can't do both at the same time. It's just
Exactly.
like, yeah, it's just like when our children do something and you say, "Oh, I'm so angry, my child did this thing." One thing I learned from my husband: he never talks to the children when he's angry. He always makes sure he not calm down before he talks to them about what they did. Because they'll do something, break something or something they know they're not supposed to do. They'll go mess with it, and he'll look at them. He'll say, "Okay, let's go pick it up. Let's go clean up the mess." He got to suck that anger in, because now he's a father. He's trying to mold the children's minds. And, if he shout at them, that can break down their self esteem. If he shout at them, that can make them feel worthless. And he raising girls. So
Yeah.
he got to calm himself down. Let's clean it up. After they clean everything up, when he not calm down, he able to talk without emotion. Then he will come back and he'll say, "Listen, this is what you did. This is what you should not have done. These are my expectations of you."
Yeah.
So this is what Muhammad's message was. I hope I got it right, Muhammad. So I just
Yeah, and
wanted
then
to
that's
say,
how mommy like to. That's how mommy like to go about things. And I just, so maybe, and somebody had a conversation in the morning. It just the person to be said, it just pissed me off. That why I just came. Normal. I won't tell. I
I
just
know it.
me post. Yeah, it just pissed me off the morning. You yeah.
My sister. Let me tell
Yeah.
you,
So
I went on this Dinah Samir show the other day. It was so funny. A lot of African Americans. I mean, he has a massive following, and people from Nigeria, from all over, Zambia. Some guy was, I mean, he has a global following of Africans. And they were talking about the Woman King movie, and a lot of them had never watched the movie and all this kind of stuff. I started noticing this pattern where the men were calling in just so angry. "Oh, they want to make the women look like they did that. Oh, they want to make women feel they can beat men. They want." I said, but
I want
I said,
people. Oh God.
this stuff happened. This is not fiction. This happened. These Agoji women were existing all the way to the end of the 1800s, to 1905 or something like that, before Dahomey fell. Earlier, around 1901 or 1905, I can't remember the exact year, but the early part of the 1900s, just after 1900, Dahomey fell. Before that, there were photographs. So you got actual photographs of these Agoji women in the battle gear. And the other person, and they just so angry. They said, "Allah, women were not in Africa, women were not holding weapons." I'm like, even in Ghana, Queen Ya Ashantewa, even in the very Angola, you got Queen Nzinga. Even in the most ancient Egypt, you got Queen Tai, the woman pharaoh. I said,
Oh
these
yeah.
people, they're talking, talking, talking. I said, you just because you're in Africa does not mean you know Africa. You even know what's across the street from your house where you were raised.
But they will tell you about all the great English queens. They will tell you
You can,
about
yeah.
the great Marie Antoinette from France. They will tell you all of that. Accept it.
And
But
the thing is, a lot of our queens in Africa became queens because of battles they won,
battles,
because
yeah.
of spiritual reasons, because they ascended in the traditional, schools. Right in Liberia, we had women warrior queens,
Yeah.
women generals, right in Liberia. Suakoko was a
Very like, bro.
general. She commanded a military. We don't, you know, what is so far fetched? And then they say, oh, they see that women, oh, they want to promote this strong black women. You must know your place.
Look, so
So
what that
I
place
said,
is?
so let me tell you the joke. So I said, but a lot of this thing y'all talking here, and trust me, I'm not a homophobe, but you know, I said this is not really heterosexual for there to be this kind of rivalry between males and females. Heterosexual relationships and interactions are reciprocal. They're balanced,
Very.
right? It's not animosity, it's not competition. If you feel women are your competition, then maybe you want the same thing that women want.
Yeah.
Oh, the people start cussing me. That's one thing. I hit a nerve, my sister. The people start to cuss.
But
Oh,
they
the
always say water on dog
conversation,
back.
oh,
You
the
can move you.
conversation. I laugh. I laugh. So the whole dynasty, you want to cut the people off. The other one said, "Oh, you calling me you know, a F word. I'm not going to say the word because it's derogatory. Yeah, then you're a hoe." I said, "Wow." And then so
Sorry.
Dada, no problem. So Dada said you were going to cut the guy off. I said, "Dada, that's me. It's not an insult to me. There's no way I would be offended by such language. You know, I my nose too fine in the air to smell that other nonsense
Those
thing."
men, I don't want.
I said, "It's actually amusing. You gotta call me who I want to do cry. Get off of here, man. This something struck a nerve, you know."
Yeah,
So
you struck a nerve. Because
yeah,
when a
so
chick will won't be running competition with
yeah,
a chick. When a
that
chick
was
will be looking for
yeah.
a position with a chick. You're a man, you're a
I
man. We
mean,
respect you already, you're a man.
yeah, this whole, you
Respect
know,
me as a woman. Simple.
we can be joking. We're in like, bro. Let me tell you, our Liberian men, we can put them down left and right, but let me tell you, for the most part, our Liberian men are so sound, are so respectful. For the let me tell you, none of those African countries will ever elect a woman. Those
Oh
Nigerians,
yeah.
all the people that never call them the cuss women. Then guess what? After I said what I said, a Nigerian woman called in
Ah,
and she said, "Hey, in West Africa, we do not talk to our men like this. Oh, our husband. Hey, we in the whole. I said, look at the other one. Yeah. So you think that housemaid men are supposed to marry housemaid? Then why your husband will not love to the housemaid if that's what he wants? If he doesn't want a partner, if God wanted you to be a housemaid, he was not going to give you brain. All the women were going to be retarded. You know, no intellectual capacity whatsoever. You know,
I know, right?
you just be a sex object and a maid. And so when your husband talk, in fact, say, when you be able to talk, you just be grunting around the place.
Okay, just want to
Ooh,
move
ooh,
for
ooh,
it.
ooh, ooh, ooh. Your husband talk, ooh, 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 ooh. That's what they want. You might not even be able to have the ability to speak words, right? You should just be, have a good shape and be on your hands and knees cleaning the house and cooking food and things, right? Because do you know what kind of low life human being you have to be to want to be a life partner with a person that you cannot discuss with, you cannot grow with, you cannot learn with,
No,
you
you can't even
cannot,
have conversation with your friends. Kind of person got to go in the other room
you
because
have,
your
I mean,
friend you
how
can sit with your friends to have conversation.
you can't feel like a man unless your life partner is under your feet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, you can feel like a man until you put your wife down.
I would like burn men not at all, for the most
No,
part.
all
Me,
like
there's
men, they ain't
exception.
got that. They got all that ways. They don't have that. That one I can say that for like men. They don't have
Liberian
that. All
men,
are always the
they
same.
will be your best friend the 2 hours sit down. If you drink beer, the 2 hour crack y'all beer, y'all drink y'all beer, y'all watch
Yes,
y'all show,
yes. We
y'all
got
laugh.
that friendship with our men. Yeah,
If
we
you
got
if you're
that friendship with our
spiritual
men.
type, you and your husband will go to mosque, you sit down, and read the Quran or the Bible, y'all study it together,
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
learn and grow together. Even our very religious Liberian men, for the most part, and there's
yeah.
exceptions, we get crazy people among us too, but for the most part, I see more balanced relationships in our communities, and we need to give kudos. Liberian men take care of their children. Liberian men help their sons and daughters with their homework. Liberian men will carry their
Yeah.
children to school. They will bathe babies. They will wash clothes. They do what they have to do
Yeah.
to take care of
Let
their
me
kids.
just make a point of correction to that
Hmm.
because this used to happen way back when we were in exile and stuff. These self-read, we're not talking about these self-read like when boys, right?
Hmm.
That kind of have mothers issues or fathers issues or just got that self-read attitude. And now you're we talking about we're talking about a real representation of Liberian men that I used to remind you about when you behave. I used to tell you they got very good Liberian men, and I know two of them, my father and my brothers. So I was sure we had the good ones. So nowadays,
Plenty.
Miriam to that's why I used to be talking Miriam with Asia. We got wonderful Liberian men that I know they correct. Not the one that way you saw that self real one over there.
I'm not talking about the
Continue.
trauma victims, the war victims that never got rehabilitated emotionally and psychologically. Those boys are broken.
Not those one, the
I'm
real
not talking
Liberian
about
men.
broken spirits. I'm talking about people who, are well adjusted
The
and had,
representation of our country, yeah.
yeah, well adjusted.
Generally, that's who we are.
Hard working men, breadwinners, breadwinners.
Like women that support their
And
women.
yeah,
What?
so I
Support their
mean,
children,
I
support their
was, I
women.
was that thing yesterday. I said, God, thank you, yeah, for my Liberian husband. I said,
I
God,
know,
thank
right?
you for my brothers. Thank you for my late father who would do everything for me and make sure, thank you. Yeah, my
Yes,
Liberian
so.
brothers, y'all, thank you. And I see, I used to be one of the people that be complaining too, but my God, and I see the other side. I appreciate y'all. Okay.
Uh,
Cause no
we
Liberian
have
men
some
will go
wonderful
on show
Liberian
and say that
brothers.
kind of, yeah, they can. I mean, the people talking, I think, and we Liberian women, because of our men, we so free to talk
Yeah,
and
we don't
grow
talk
and be
anyhow.
intellectual and run for president and run for representative and be anything we want to be
Yeah.
because our brothers are not cowards. They're not
No, they
intimidated
are not.
for the most part. There's exceptions, but for the most part, the man said that, oh yeah, Ellen, that president, that her business. It doesn't take away from the manhood.
No,
Yeah, it
it
doesn't
doesn't
take
take
away
away
from
from men.
manhood. I didn't see men when Ellen was president walking around feeling sorry for themselves. They were still
Oh no.
men.
Everybody show me what's doing their own thing.
They were still because the woman is not what makes you a man. A man is not what makes me a woman.
No.
So if you're a weak man, it doesn't make me less than a woman. If you're a strong man, it doesn't make me less of a woman. But I will tell you
No.
something. I don't
Yes.
want I don't want a relationship with someone who behaves as though they have more estrogen than I do. I don't want to be with nobody who acts like they're on a monthly cycle like I am. So moody
Talking
every
all the
day.
time, making
Yeah,
plan more than
moody.
me, picking on everything on be a man, man.
They pass around complaining, and they want, yeah, and then when they read it, the gossip. You see the other one.
They
You know what?
everybody gossip.
You know what the people say about Mario? Mario did this. Oh. We got those too, but
I used to
not
have
many.
one where even if I want to plan up, I will put the light on. Air God say, I will put the light. I will go just to quiet he talking and he plan. I will come.
Hello.
I said, you woman? Tell me.
I say,
Yeah, you wake up. You wake me up.
and another thing
After
I
I
was telling
said, men will walk away. I when I walk away, I said, whoa,
somebody was
Jesus,
telling
Holy
me, they
Christ.
said, oh, I think that our brother Fode was like, oh, the polygamous relationship thing. When I was growing up in a polygamous household, everybody was fighting all the time. I said for women
It's not
to
natural.
be in a polygamous relationship and actually be married in a unit. I don't care how you religious. I don't care how you pray. I will fight everybody for my man. What? You spending? Hey, my children need this too. And you the foolish man that go put Paula us and
God
her
know why
together.
I'm on the point. I'm gonna what? My men
I
will
said,
suffer.
I said that's not natural. It's not natural, but to each their own. For those who are in those relationships that it happen, bless y'all.
God
But I
bless them.
I have a suspicion most of them bisexual. They like all people in the house. That only way that thing will
You
work.
have to be some kind of way to be really
Something.
comfortable
The
because
only
it's
way
not
that thing will work.
natural. It's not.
But maybe that's me and my westernized mindset. But for God's sakes,
It's not. My
I've
our
seen.
boy in Africa, man, I can never ever be in a polygamous. Not never. It
What?
ain't gonna happen. Oh Jesus.
And then the
Oh
problem
no.
too, even how in the world is one human being going to do what he needs to do for more than one woman? It's not even possible. The
No,
arrogance of
it's
it.
not.
The
It's not
arrogance of
balance.
it.
It's It's not
Yeah,
balanced. God never made anything. The universe has nothing imbalanced. There's nothing imbalanced. One day,
everything.
fine with me. Sis, we don't know the universe don't work that way.
It
That's why they
doesn't.
always got problems. It don't work that
Then
way.
they
You don't
say, oh,
see a
the,
fly passing around with 100 fly only or you see the lion with 100 cis lion women. No. Look at
actually,
nature and you know
lions are
how it's
polygamous.
supposed to
Though.
be.
Lions are polygamous. They all so the Lion Kingdom. Most of the pride will be female and with one male and the young
Because they
cubs.
can hustle.
Not only that, but because the way that lions are created, more females survive than males. But
Then the
human
males,
beings
yeah.
are not that way. Human beings have a balance in their numbers, contrary to the lie like people tell themselves. If you just look it up, the male to
That's
female
it, the women
ratio,
plenty.
yeah, the male to female ratio among human beings is literally 50-50. It's the same ratio, and Liberia has slightly more men than women. So when you start doing polygamy, you got to start going to the younger generation because there's not enough women your own age for you to marry more than one. Then you start borrowing people from your children generation. At least all kind of sadistic things. But that's what I call you for. Yeah, bro. Because
Okay, let me go study the life and go talk later. Let's go talk inside. I
yeah,
can't call
but
it
yeah,
life. I just wanted to remind like bring people about themselves. You
yeah.
get
Thanks
people
for
to first
inviting
day
me
morning.
on, and I think you did a good job. I just wanted to come on and laugh about the prayer lesson.
Thank you so much for coming. Or sometimes it just gets to me because we complain about the same thing, but because I know us, we complain, but we don't doing anything about it, and we expect it to change. You know, and everybody got to take responsibility. We are fault.
It would change you.
But
It would
oh yeah,
change.
I believe in Liberia. That's one thing I can say. I
It
do
would
believe
change.
in Liberia.
Let me tell you, the fact that we
I
even
believe in
here
Liberia.
with Liberian flag and talking about we Liberian, the fact we ain't speaking French, we're not Guinean and French
We're not
and
certainly there.
Ivorian or Sierra
Talking me
Leonean.
body.
Yeah, that by itself, that miracle.
It's a miracle,
Mm,
yeah. Our
that small
existence is a
fight.
miracle.
What a boy said, a small place we pass.
So
Huh?
play with boss.
when,
Then
when
our booger.
yeah, when Queen Victoria took some land and Napoleon took the other one, that small place we passed.
A
Yeah.
small place will pass. We all the way, yeah, we get there. I believe in like bro. I believe in like bro for I believe in like
Yeah.
bro. I do. I
But
do.
yeah, so it's good night. Oh, I go. It's late on my
You
side. I
could
know
have
y'all
been
starting your
every
day.
I love you.
Yeah.
You will come, please call me.
Yes, it's no problem. Y'all take care, everybody. I don't know who are watching.
Okay.
All right, y'all take care.
Thanks everybody, and for those of y'all that came, y'all thank you. And bye bye. And let's just get serious and knowing what Libra is, please. Thank you. Bye everybody.